All right, what do you think of this one?
A little young.
Too young. Okay, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Too young. All right. We can't be too young. This is a mature woman. Let's see what we got here. How about this black? You know, blackie. How does this look?
It's better.
Better. Better about what?
Oh, it's not quite you.
Not quite. What should I do? Go topless or something?
Oh, that would make an impression. Not a very good one.
Well, it might work. You know, who knows?
Trust me, okay?
I get it.
I'll get it.
Why, you expecting company?
Of course, this is headquarters.
Headquarters.
Hey, Davy, bring the stuff?
I don't
Yeah,
wanna-
bring the
I
stuff.
don't
Gotta go
wanna
to
know.
school. Good. You know everyone.
Hi, Davy.
Hi.
Hi. Tell me, speaking of school, aren't you guys supposed to be at school right now?
No, we got the day off to work on the campaign.
Oh, the mayor's race.
We're having our own election at school. Yeah, except that it's not for real because we're too young to vote.
That's all right. It's good practice. It's good for you.
We're working for Luke. This is Spencer headquarters.
Oh, good. That's what we need. Blackie,
What, you like this one?
I would like you to clean up the mess you've made on the floor before you go to school.
I gotta find the right shirt.
Might want to ask what is wrong with the 27 that you have thrown down on the floor.
Wrong image.
Image?
Yes, I have an image to uphold. Now ask my clothing consultant. He knows.
Consultant, eh? Maybe I should make an appointment with you. You could tell me what to do with my life, because I gotta tell you, if I don't get a housekeeper soon, I'm gonna go crazy. Pardon me, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Well, I thought it was.
I beg your pardon?
Do you know where Alan is?
No, was he up early?
He hasn't been to bed.
Oh, Lord. Here we go again.
You said it.
Good morning, Celia. Sleep well?
No, not really.
Oh, well, how is Grant?
He's a little better, I think, but he's still...
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Darling, I'm running a little late. I've got to get to the hospital. I'll talk to you later.
I'm telling you, he's not going to like it one bit.
Well, that's why we're here, to deliver the good news in person.
Come on, when we tell him that the DVX not only infiltrated WSB headquarters, but blew up all of his notes, he's not going to trust us.
Well, he has to now, more than ever. The guy could be in very real danger. Look, work all this, will you?
Oh, well, I guess the professor's already working.
Professor.
He's dead.
What's going on?
I'm trying to pick a shirt.
Well, can't you do it by yourself?
No, this is very, very important. I need my consultant here. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm looking for 12, 13, maybe, something like that.
You got it.
Yeah?
Yeah, 15. Maybe even a 16.
All right, yeah, a little classy kind of shirt, huh?
Well, that's perfect. It's got a color that kind of zaps you.
Yeah.
And if clothes make the man, I'd say you're going to have a very successful conference this afternoon.
That's great. It's just what I want to hear. I got to go to the kitchen and get some milk. Do you want anything?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
Doc Rick, I don't get it. I mean, isn't Blackie just going to school?
Well, he wants to impress a certain instructor. He has a conference this afternoon. He wants to make a good impression on her.
Oh, her.
Well, yeah, being a woman, I would think you'd want to look a little extra nice, his best.
Especially for her.
What does that mean?
Blackie's got the hots for her.
Got the what?
That means he likes her.
I know what it means. Where did you learn that?
From Blackie, where else?
Might have figured.
Uh-oh, what'd I do now?
Would you do me a favor?
Sure, anything.
Stick to math when it comes to vocabulary lessons. Would you leave that to Leslie and myself, please?
Well, I talk good.
Help me to the bed, will you?
No problem.
I think you better clean this stuff up before Leslie gets
I
upset,
will.
all right?
Well,
And
I will.
Mikey, you guys don't make a mess, okay?
Don't worry, we won't. Well, not a big one anyway. Come on, let's check out this stuff. This is perfect. I wonder.
Let's see. Will you look at that?
What is it, dear?
You'd think that nitwit editor could find something better to waste his ink on. He's still writing about the Boulon investigation. Good Lord, that's yesterday's news.
Yes, dear.
Yeah. More on the mayoral race. Well, I must say, Luke Spencer is certainly getting the lion's share of the press. You know, we've got to do something about that. I'm beginning to think that Brian Phillips doesn't have enough knowledge to know how to run a strong campaign.
No, dear.
Another article on the exposition. Seems to me that's all you hear about these days. You know, Lila, this town is going to be absolutely swarming with foreigners, and you and I aren't going to understand one word that anyone is saying.
Edward, I have a splendid suggestion, dear. Why don't you take over the exposition? I'm sure you can find time between revamping the newspaper and running Lee Baldwin's campaign.
There's no need to be snide, Lila. Merely commenting on the events of the day.
Oh, Edward, I was only teasing, dear.
Yes, well,
do go on.
To be on the safe side, I'll stick with things that I know absolutely nothing about. This Prometheus disc, for example.
Good morning.
Is anything wrong, dear?
What the devil happened to you?
Well, the babysitter never showed up, and so I fell asleep on Heather's couch, and I stayed there. And then Jason fell asleep, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Jason woke me up, didn't you? Yeah, I know. And I would have slept all day long, and he would have slept too. But you love to sleep just like your daddy, don't you? We're very silly, aren't we?
Yes.
Excuse me, is this Dr. Gerald's office?
Who is this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number. I was trying to reach a Dr. Hector Gerald.
I'm afraid he's unable to come to the phone right now. May I ask who's calling?
This is Celia Quartermain Putnam. I just wanted to say hello, but if he's busy, you don't have to bother him. I'll just try to reach him some other time.
Oh, that'll be fine, Mrs. Putnam.
Thanks.
Celia Putnam.
What did she want?
Yeah, she called to say hello. She said she'd try him later.
Well, she's out of luck, isn't she?
Yeah, well, she's not the only one. I take it you didn't find anything?
No, microfilm certainly isn't in his belt.
What about the new disc he was working on?
Well, it could be around here somewhere. Give us a hand and let's turn the place upside down.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't count on it.
I got here as quickly as I could.
All right, Sergeant, listen to me. We have a problem here and a major one. I want you to conduct your investigation as you would do ordinarily. But be on the lookout for a strip of microfilm. I want you to go through this place with a fine-tooth comb, but find it.
Well, if it's here, sir, we'll come up with it.
The disc he was working on is gone, and I'll lay you money, so's the microfilm.
I'd love to take your money, but I think you could be right.
What do you figure, Commissioner?
This place is like a vault. Nobody could get in here. I think we write this one off to suicide.
Forgive me, my dears, but I really don't see the problem. Why can't Jason stay up here with us while
Lila,
Heather is...
don't ask.
But he'd be no trouble.
Yes, well, thank you for offering, Mother, but I really can't do that.
Why not?
Because I promised Monica, that's why.
Oh, no. No, it's perfectly all right.
It is?
Well, yes, you can have Jason in this house for as long as you want to.
You see, it's all settled.
You mean that?
Of course I do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall go get Alan Jr. ready.
For what?
Well, to move to the gatehouse. If you think for one moment I'm going to have my son live in the same house with your illegitimate...
All right, now that's enough. I knew this was too good to be true.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
No, and I don't intend to. I've listened to all the inane bickering that I can stand. Now, look, if you two can't solve your own problems, I guess I'll have to do it for you.
You, dear?
How?
I have an idea.
Can't wait to see this one.
Me either.
Look, can you get over here right away? Well, we're at the house, and I may need your help. You heard me. Get a move on it. Well, that should take care of it.
Am I interrupting something?
Yes, thank heaven.
Is anything wrong?
No, I don't think so. It's just that I called Dr. Gerald, and I thought maybe he might be able to help with Grant, but some woman answered the phone.
His secretary.
No, he doesn't have one. At least he didn't used to. Maybe he's gotten so busy now that he had to hire somebody. I don't know.
She caught it in a car door. Can you imagine? She's lucky she didn't lose the hand.
Unfortunately, Grant was with her. If he hadn't been there to rush her here, who knows what might have happened.
Natalie out of commission for a while. You're going to have to find a replacement.
Well, she does have a heavy workload, but maybe she can work on a consulting arrangement until her hand gets better. Here you are, baby.
Oh, Grant. Hi, Steve. I was just on my way up to the office.
Are you all right?
Well, I've been better.
You look like you haven't slept in a week.
Yeah, but that's close. But I'm still not feeling all that well.
You probably went back to work too quickly after that scorpion.
I told him that more than once.
No, I'll be okay. I really just need to take it easy for a few days.
You're a mighty lucky fellow, you know. A scorpion sting can be fatal.
Yes, but I'm just glad it was I who got stung rather than Celia.
Celia told me you arrived right on cue.
Playing Superman, moonlighting, are you?
Playing hero can work wonders for a marriage.
Oh, I'll bet you engineered the whole thing.
I wish I had, Bobby. I would have provided for a very different ending.
Tell me, how's Natalie's hand?
I suppose it's doing fine. I haven't seen her today.
She won't be coming in, will she?
No, she better not.
Huh?
Well, I mean, what she really needs is to rest. Her hand took quite a beating from that car door. If I were her, I think that what I'd do is just stay home and nurse my wounds at this point. Now, I'd better get to work.
Suicide? No, I just don't buy it.
All right. How about this? Gerald sold out to the DVX. Gave them his half of the microfilm and the disc he was working on. Felt bad about it and killed himself.
No, it doesn't fit.
I agree, it won't work. Now, I'm open to suggestions.
Honey, if I had one, I'd give it to you. But I'll tell you one thing. The Hector Gerald I knew was not a man on the verge of committing suicide.
I agree. Somebody desperately wants us to think that.
Yeah, apparently.
What do you think I am, an ambulance chaser? I am a representative of the press. I heard about Dr. Gerald's death when one of the news reported at headquarters. I am entitled to a statement, and one way or another, I'm going to get it.
It's just what I need.
Well, you better tell her something, or we're going to be stuck with her all day.
Don't I know it? All right, what do you think?
All right, what do we have?
Suicide.
He didn't kill himself. That's what I tell the press.
I'm about to. However, I won't say anything about the missing disc or the microfilm.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Let the paper try to figure out why he killed himself, not what was stolen in the process.
And I will deal with Lois Lane. You call Ballantyne on the phone and tell him what happened.
Right.
I want to speak to him when you're finished.
Why? I can fill him in.
Not with everything you can't. There's something I have to tell the both of you.
Come on, guys, what do you think this is, Poland? I have a right to know what's going on, and so do the people of Port
Okay,
Charles.
come on, let her in, otherwise we're going to be here till Christmas.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Right, you want a statement? Start writing. Professor Hector Gerald is dead. Circumstances at this point are unknown, but preliminary investigation would suggest suicide.
No kidding.
That's it.
You call that a statement?
It'll have to do for now.
Was there a note?
Not as far as we know.
Then what makes you think it was a suicide?
I can't say it this time.
Come on, Commissioner, you're backpedaling. What are you afraid of?
Jumping the gun.
Who are you covering for?
Myself. I confess, I did it. Your crack reporting has done it again.
Something's going on, Scorpio, and I'm going to find out.
And so am I. Now, if you'll just let me get on with it.
Does this have anything to do with the disc?
Why should it?
You tell me.
It's common knowledge that work on the Prometheus project was completed some time ago.
So then why would he kill himself?
He was under tremendous pressure and heavily overworked.
Why? If he'd finished the project, he should have been coasting right along.
Well, we just don't know that at this point in time.
Come on, Scorpio.
Come on, look, I'm sorry. No more questions. Please, guys.
Valentine. Yeah. No. Dr. Gerald's dead.
Hello.
Grant, I'm sorry to bother you, but I just can't stand this any longer. Isn't there anything I can do to help you?
Darling, please, just bear with me.
Grant, it breaks my heart to see you like this. I can't stand feeling so helpless.
I'm sorry, Celia. I don't mean to worry you.
I even tried calling Dr. Gerald.
What?
Well, I hoped he might be able to help you.
You spoke to Dr. Gerald?
No, I couldn't get through to him. Some woman answered the phone.
Who?
I don't know. I didn't recognize the voice. Did he hire a secretary?
Listen, Celia, I don't want you bothering Dr. Gerald. He's got his own problems to deal with.
Grant, I just thought he could help you. If he knew what you were going through, I'm sure he'd drop everything and talk to you.
Darling, leave him out of this.
If you say so.
I insist.
Grant, you need to get away. Will you come to Long Island with me, with Lila and Monica this weekend? We can leave on Friday.
No, Celia, I can't. I have too much to do.
Grant, surely you can afford to take the weekend off. We need it.
No, maybe in a few weeks.
I honestly don't think you can wait that long. If you don't relax right now, I hate to think of what's going to happen.
Celia, I'll be fine.
This time I'm really not asking for me, Grant. But if you want me to stop worrying about you, you'll go with me now. Please. Be good for both of us.
All right. All right, I'll go.
You'll go?
Yes, you're right. It may help.
Oh, it will, Grant. It will. This is just what we need, I promise.
Too little, too late.
What's that?
Celia, I wish we could go away and never come back.
Hi, it's Jackie. Yeah, well, something's going on, but this is all I've got for now. Okay, you ready? The body of Dr. Hector Gerald, noted scientist, Nobel nominee, creator of the Prometheus disc, so on and so forth, was discovered dead this morning in his laboratory. It appears to be suicide.
Yes, sir. No, he wants to talk to you, too. Just a minute. Valentine.
Hi. She's filled you in? Actually, there is one small detail that Connie didn't mention because she didn't know about it. Some time ago, I cut the microfilm in half. Dr. Gerald kept one strip and I held onto the other, just to be on the safe side. As it turned out, it wasn't a bad idea.
Why didn't you tell me?
What? Yes, Gerald's half is missing, along with the new disc he was working on. But I still have mine. I had it reduced to a microdot. Oh, yeah, it's in a safe place, all right. Yeah, I understand. Talk to you soon.
Nice move. You knew this was going to happen, didn't you?
Never put all your eggs in one basket.
Microdot, huh? You can stash that almost anywhere.
That's right.
You know, I'm not asking you anything. No, why didn't you tell me?
I thought about it, but I decided that it might have been safer to play it out like this.
Valentine on his way here?
Yes, he wants to pick up the microdot personally.
Sounds like it'd be safer with you than the WSB these days.
Well, I thought about that too, but he wasn't in the mood to discuss it, and besides, I don't really want responsibility for it anymore.
Well, it does seem like it's attracting a lot of attention these days. Valentine seemed awfully upset.
He has a right to be. Let's look at what we've got. One DVX mole infiltrates the WSB, blows up their repository, and up goes our microfilm with it. Number 2, Gerald gets done in, probably by another one. Takes his microfilm and the disc as well. I mean, let's face it hasn't been a great week for the WSB.
So, DVX has half. We got half.
It's a standoff. One can't move without the other.
You know, I would have loved to have seen the expression on the mole's face when he realized he only had half the microfilm.
My guess is they're going to be after the other half very shortly.
That trail's going to lead to you. You're going to be the next target.
How can it? And even you and Valentine didn't know.
I don't know. But the DVX doesn't miss much.
Yes, well, Valentine will be here to collect his microdot. At the moment, it's quite safe. Unless, of course, someone rips off my cufflinks.
You know, I gotta hand it to you, Robbie. That's very smooth. Very, very smooth.
Not smooth enough, unfortunately, to have saved Gerald.
Yeah, well, that's just as much my fault as it is yours.
Small consolation. How the hell could they gotten in here?
They didn't.
You sure?
I'm absolutely positive. I checked this place out myself. They didn't trip it, they didn't tamper it, they didn't even touch it.
So Gerald had to let them in.
There's no other way.
It had to be someone he knew.
Mm-hmm. And somebody he trusted.
Well, there's only one person that fits that bill. Grant Putnam.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.